A very good afternoon to all our viewers. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios this Friday afternoon, bringing you the latest and trending stories which are unfolded thus far here in the island and across the globe. I'm Zola Outskun. Let's start off with a look at our headlines. President calls for development of Triforce's personnel and state officials to assist those victimized by the prevalent drought. Former Deputy Minister Sarath Kumar Gunaratne remanded once again. Former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon tipped to run for president in South Korea. SLC chairman says Sri Lanka will field a strong team for the 2019 World Cup. First up in news from the President's Diary this afternoon, now President Maithripala Sirisena has called for the deployment of members of the Triforces as well as state officials to assist those victimized by the prevalent drought condition in the island. The President issued this instruction at a meeting held in Trincomalee this morning.
The passing out parade and appointments of cadets to the Air Force took place at the Sri Lanka Air Force Academy, China Bay this morning under the auspices of Secretary of Defence Karunasen Hettiarachchi and Commander of Air Force Air Marshal Kapital Champati.
I held discussions with the Navy Commander and the Secretary of Defence last evening, and I told them that I wish to provide a solution to those victimized by the biggest problem facing the nation at present, which is the lack of rain. I plan to deploy personnel from the Triforces as well as the state sector employees to assist those who have been victimized by the drought. They will be assigned with the distribution of food and providing welfare to those living in the drought-stricken districts.
On a related note, now green gram, red peas and corn cultivations have been destroyed owing to the drought condition that has affected Karulagaswava and surrounding areas. Now, agricultural activities provides the main source of income for over 1,500 families in the Karulagaswava area. However, the drought has made it impossible to safeguard the crops in these areas. Our correspondent in the area says that most of the agricultural crops in the Karulagaswava Divisional Secretariat have been destroyed. The farmers say that in this backdrop, they are heavily dependent on peanut plantations. The farmers call on officials to provide some sort of relief to them. And on our lead story this afternoon, our former Deputy Minister Sarath Kumar Gunaratne was remanded once again till the 20th of this month when he was presented before Colombo Additional Magistrate Buddhika Sri Ragala. Sarath Kumar Gunaratne has been accused of misappropriating a sum of 12 million rupees allocated for the development of the Negombo Lagoon. The CID informed court today that the son-in-law of the former minister was also involved in the alleged fraud, adding that steps are being taken to apprehend him. The CID also informed court that the suspect is not at his residence at present. Now, the Sri Lanka Navy states that it has uncovered details of a drug racket being conducted under the guise of fishing by Indian fishermen. Navy media spokesperson Captain Akram Alvi notes that they have uncovered details that the fishermen smuggled drugs into the country using their fishing nets. The Sri Lanka Navy has commenced gathering intelligence on the reports. A number of Coast Guard vessels have also been deployed to apprehend such drug runners. As of today, there are 20 Indian fishermen in Sri Lankan custody.
Gum at the door-to-door, a national public service initiative.
Well, the Newsfirst Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign, which recommenced yesterday, continues to engage with rural Sri Lankan today, giving heed to the plight of the people. The campaign commenced from Kurunegala, Ratnapura and Vavuniya yesterday as we aim to uncover all 25 districts in the country. Despite successfully resolving many issues identified during the first Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign, via the Gum at the 100-day initiative, the Door-to-Door campaign was relaunched at the request of religious leaders and the general public. Well, to know more about the Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign, we now cross over to Chaturanga Haparachi, who is touring the Ratnapura district for the latest. Chaturanga, over to you.
Joining you from the Ratnapura district, a team from News1st came here for the Gum at the Door-to-Door campaign phase 2. We came here to identify the problems faced by the people living in these areas. Today we will be in the Ratnapura district and we will also be travelling to the Badula district as well. As we speak, we are in a village in Rakwana listening to the people and listening to their problems in a bid that we can provide solutions in the future. A number of main concerns that were raised with regard to the people here was that they do not have proper access roads. They have to climb up mountains to the villages that they live there. These villages are not with one or two families living in the area. There are about 70 or 80 families living in one village like this, and there is no proper access road to enter their village and to exit it. What these people want mainly are access roads to their village so that they can travel in ease. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Chaturanga Hapuarachi.
Well, thank you very much, Chaturanga, for that update. We'll definitely keep you up to date with our correspondents on different locations. We now have with us Pavani Hapuarachi, who is also touring the Kurunegala district for the latest. Pavani, over to you.
So we have started the second day of the door-to-door campaign in Kurunegala today. Now we are currently in Delvita village in the Ridigama area of Kurunegala. As you can see, these people are having a huge problem of the water issue. There's no water in these lakes, and we have to travel from Ridigama town for more than 15 kilometers to get here. So we are going to go inside the village, reach out to the people, talk to them, and know what their burdens are. So stay with us as we bring you more updates from Delvita village of Ridigama.
Well, thank you very much, Pavani, for that update. We'll definitely keep in touch with you for the latest unfoldings. With that, we move on to more local news this afternoon. Now, one individual died following a motor accident in close proximity to the 26-mile post along the Katagas-Degilia Road in Galembindanu. Now, according to a correspondent, the victim died when two motorbikes crashed into a stationary tractor. Area residents notes that the area is an accident-prone area. The remains are currently lying at the Galembindanu hospital, while further investigations have been launched by the Galembindanu police into the incident. Well, now a tragic incident was reported from the Samantare area yesterday when a wall collapsed on two children. According to the police, the incident took place at around 4:30 p.m. The children have been playing and the wall collapsed then. The injured children were admitted to the Samantare hospital. 10-year-old Jasil Ahmed succumbed to his injuries. The other injured child is receiving treatment at the Ampara hospital. Well, now an enormous python was discovered in a house breeding ornamental fish in the Diasenpur area in Polonnaruwa. Following a complaint made by the homeowners, officials attached to the veterinary unit of the Giritale Wildlife Department successfully captured the reptile. Officials believe that the python, a non-venomous reptile, had arrived at the house in order to feed on the ornamental fish being bred there. The length of the python is approximately 12 feet. Wildlife officials said that the python would be released to the Giritale Forest Reserve this afternoon. First up on sports news this afternoon, the program to brief cricket associations on the cricket development plan for the year 2017 commenced yesterday. The program is being spearheaded by Chairman of Sri Lanka Cricket, Telanga Somadipala. The program to brief the district cricket associations began from the Anuradhapura district yesterday. Representatives of 14 cricket associations from the Anuradhapura district were in attendance at the briefing. We hope to allow newcomers to break through to the national stage. Chances will be specially given to 19 and 20-year-olds. We are in the process of developing our fast bowlers as well as batsmen. We have a dearth of right-handed spinners, but the number of left-handed spinners are satisfactory. We cannot accomplish all this overnight. Our target is the 2019 World Cup. We have 2 years and a couple of months before we reach that point. Well, you are now up to date on the latest and trending stories. More follows on our website, www.newsfirst.lk. Have yourself a great day ahead. I'm Joel Outskoon. Take care.